They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Holy fucking shit! It's rat time! I just witnessed the worst excuse for a video on all of YouTube! And you jackass clowns think it's funny to go thumbs down someone's video and even flag it thinking it won't go through because there's no such thing as a false flag! Yes, I'm spinning because I'm so angry! You guys are supposed to be my friends! And just because you think that Roger Sheets is boring to you does not give you the right to make a video thumbsing down all of his fucking videos and trying to flag his channel, you sick sons of bitches! You are not my friends anymore if you think this shit is funny! I have been false flagged multiple times! And yes, false flags go through! You had better not ever speak to me again unless it's to kiss my ass! And you better be fucking kissing Roger Jane's ass! And you're lucky I didn't say your goddamn names!
Bang, let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube!
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my channel again! You will be banned!
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, ladies and Gentiles, children of the corn, let's change this up. Thank you for the subscription. Folks, tonight, this is what I want you to do. This is what you got to do during this little preamble. Get your snacks, get some fluids into you, get a nice big frosty mug, make yourself comfortable. Tonight, folks, we put together a little something. Yeah, of course, we're going to address, I'll just get this out of the way. Yes, we're going to take a look at Von Helton getting all hot and bothered over Rev's 14-year-old stepson. Yes, we will address that and Shanny's response, of course. But there was so much more. There were other little seeds that I think got overlooked because, of course, it was on Brett Keen's channel and, well, you know. But, folks, we got Von Helton talking about how he would do well in the ancient times because he would make sure that he was a highly trained swordsman. We have Von Helton thinking that actually biblical slavery for a female being forced to marry her master really wasn't that bad. It was pretty fair, actually. Oh, and then we have Von Helton talking about how he talks to Nazis on Gab and thinks they have some good ideas. And, of course, Jewish conspiracies and sacrificing children in basements of temples, apparently. Anyways, folks, we'll get to all that. We got a little bit of everything tonight. We got tears. We got butthurt. We got rage from the past. That lady, Brain Enema, she hasn't been around for a while, but whew. Yeah, she's got some issues. And she doesn't like Nick Bravo. I see Nick out there. They've kind of rubbed each other the wrong way in the past, so we might have to take a look at that. But going back to speaking about Nazis, Tila Tequila, as predicted, is just slipping farther into her psychological descent. As we saw about a year ago, she's going full Nazi. And I really mean it this time. It was funny because she's been putting out so much stuff lately that I had about 2 or 3 other videos that I was going to play instead of the ones tonight because who knows, right? But she's progressively looking more and more like physically a fascist. She's literally wearing like green button-up, long sleeve, like fucking regalia with fucking a little green cap. She looks like someone from North Korea, fucking some dictator. And she's literally hailing Hitler at the beginning of her videos now. I'm not making this up. So, well, I know Tila's not everyone's cup of tea, but we will be touching on that and a little bit some of the response as well. Folks, this one's got it all. Thank you, everybody, coming out here for the third shift. We are the night crew. This is late night. This is like David Letterman. It's for the people that used to stay up for David Letterman. This is what we're doing. We're filling that void, folks. Yes, I just made that comparison. Okay, folks, let's take a look what we got cooking. I got a Heine here. Yes, I am drinking from a can. It was put there by a man in a factory downtown, and I don't give a fuck because that's how I roll. Ice cold. Hear that? Folks, we got mukbangs. We got musical numbers. I don't know what else do you want? What do you want? So, of course, right now I don't have Super Chat available, as I explained, but you can still hit that link that goes directly to my PayPal. We still have gifts. You can leave messages. You can have fun. It's all that kind of crazy stuff. That's all there. Just the only reason I bring it up is because it may get confusing because I got like 3 different names going for the same thing right now. So you may you may see it named like a new mic fund or something. I want to make that clear. I'm not actually like pledging or asking money to like invest in new gear. I'm just being transparent. I'm probably going to use that PayPal money towards some new gear. So I'm just letting you guys know that. So if you see that, I just want to make clear it's not like a pledge or any kind of thing. Don't feel obligated because we are here for the lulz. So I'm done talking. Let's just get this fucking party started, folks. You know what time it is. I would appreciate a thumbs up though. It's Crazy Luke's time.
Love's gonna give y'all some shadow boxing.
Peace.
You know, for reals though. You know what I'm saying? Straight up though. You know, as the Lokes so defensive with things and offensive, you know, straight up though. You know what I'm saying? Knocking them out, you know, for reals though, you know, as I can't get hit with things, you know what I'm saying? For reals though, you know, come on, chunks, y'all don't want none with things. I'll make it all easy work.
Stinky Eugene donated $2. Hey, where all the young white women at?
Thank you very much. Oh, we're going to get into a little bit of that. Apparently, Von Helton has given up on the Vietnamese girlfriends. He decided that that's a waste of time. He's moving on. Bigger and better things. Folks, thank you very much.
On easy work with things, throwing a lot, you know what I'm saying, not stopping like a machine, you know, so defensive with things. Come on, motherfuckers, y'all don't want none with things, you know what I'm saying, loves, push with all the fans with things, you know, straight up though, hands so lethal, defensive, you know what I'm saying, upon so great, you know, as the loves don't stop, he won't quit. With things in and out, bull rushing them, you know what I'm saying? Come on, chunks, you know what I'm saying? Why do I make it so easy upon easy, beating y'all up with things as I don't stop? I won't quit with things, push with all the fans, you know, straight up though. Much love to all the fans and everybody pushing as the Lokes never, ever gonna stop. With things, go back with things, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it, you know, beating them up, coming down, up with things, you know what I'm saying? For reals though, making it so easy upon easy. I control shit, you know what I'm saying? Push with all the fans with things, you know, as I don't stop, won't stop with things. Yeah, God bless the fans. It don't stop, won't stop. With things, loves, push with all the fans, as he never gonna quit. God bless the fans. Take the Lokes to Hollywood, as he never gonna stop. Shout goes out to everybody, pushing as the Lokes don't stop, won't stop. God bless the fans. Jump!
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, you guys, torpedo on this targeted citizen, 11:35 Thursday morning. My house is just now starting to get up and move around, and as soon as we do, what happens, Mason? Plane. Every time. As soon as we get up in the morning, the plane starts dive bombing on us. Now, lately, it's been a different company than Saltair. Saltair, I don't know if they went out of business because I exposed them or not. But the planes lately haven't been as loud and aggressive with their flying habits, although you can still see them go round and round and round. Pardon my stopped up nose. I have to have this fan blowing on me all the time now because our ventilation of the house still hasn't been fixed by our landlord. Beware being a targeted individual because you can get a perp landlord. We've had.
So his landlord is now a perp. His wife or girlfriend is a perp. People at Walmart are perps. Definitely perps. But it gets worse, folks. This is the original video. But he actually, as we were going live, he put up a new video. Now, we're not going to watch the whole thing. But this guy's really having a bad go here as a targeted individual. Because now they've hacked his keyboard, his Facebook. Folks.
Hey, you guys. Stuart Piddle on the most targeted citizen. Get some major phone hacking today. I make my living buying and selling, wheeling and dealing, fixing up vehicles. So now they've attacked my Facebook Messenger where I message on Facebook Marketplace. Anytime you see there's a line where you can comment to the seller and it has a pre-written statement that says, "Hi, is this available?" I never use that because I know how irritating it is if people overuse it. So I always delete that and then write in my own special words, my own phrases, the questions I have for the seller and or the buyer. Which time I erased that and went to put my question in, and as soon as I did, boom, it took away all my keyboard.
You guys hear that? You hear that in the background? That's the energy weapons that they're using to penetrate his skull. He's actually captured this on film. Folks, this could be an exclusive. Did you hear the perps using their god energy weapons? I could hear that. And I'm not crazy.
Fiddled around with that for an hour, trying to get my keyboard to come back up because I had many things today that I could have made money on. So that happened. The planes have been nonstop, followed us all the way down to the race shop, come back. If you guys haven't looked in the comment section, please do. There's this jackalope named Christine Holloway or Holloman or something like that. Somebody needs to inform this troll that there are certain things named punctuation, and there are classes that they teach at the elementary school for reading, writing, and arithmetic. Some smart-ass comment, "You remind me of John McAfee. He thought the government was after him, and he was crazy, too." Well, let me tell you about John McAfee. Multimillionaire. One of the most intelligent men on the planet. And by the way, the girl...
Now, wait a minute here, haters. I wanted to pause it here anyways.
The government did kill him.
Now, isn't this a coincidence? You all out there saying it's fucking bugs and shit. As soon as he starts talking about the sensitive stuff, you can hear him cranking it up. They're cranking up the energy. They want to put him to sleep. They're going to make him sleepy. That's why he can't work. He's got a nap in the afternoon because they're zapping him all morning, keeping him up with planes at night, breaking in, taking his forks, breaking dishes, moving shit around, leaving 2 hats instead of, the one. But you hear it. It's not, and then my internet cuts out. They try to fucking,
So the government was actually after him.
I think we should have this guy for an interview. I don't know.
So to make it that's probably the most true statement from a troll I've ever seen on my channel. You remind me of McAfee because he said the government was after him. Well, guess what? He went where he went and stayed there for years because the government was after him. That's why he went there. Amazing the stupidity. Most of these people, bless their hearts, they can't even read and write. They can't spell. And a period is something they get once a month as opposed to what they use when they read, write, and, form sentences. Shocking enough. Did you hear how loud the cicadas get now? Those are not actually cicadas, so don't think anything different. Don't think anything else about it. Just know that what I'm saying is real. What else did I want to go into? So many things. Got the next set of lighting. Now, remember the other night when I was showing you guys this lighting, my lighting was perfect, okay? Nothing was wrong. It was glowing, doing everything it was supposed to do. So today I come out and I connect my last strand of lighting for the remainder of my LEDs. I do that. Now let me show you what happens now. Now, as you can see, I've got the strand all the way around. It's all ready to rock and roll. Turn on the lighting. Look how it flickers. Look how it flickers. The other night, and see this side right here looks to be brighter than this side. But look how it flickers now. You see that? Look at the lights. See that? I wasn't doing that the other night. So the perps again have come and vandalized what I did. What I set up. And to fix it, I've got to take these 6 screws out, take them all out, and whenever you take these out, the holes get loose. They get more loose, and then it'll be harder for it to keep the tightness that they have now. So here I am again, things being vandalized. So, because me and Mason did have the plan. And here's another thing. This battery's been on the charger for 2 or 3 days. I charge it up for like an hour or two, and then I come out here and plug it up. And when I plugged it up, here's where I know something's going wrong. Earlier today, or an hour ago, that read 8.4 on the meter. So now it reads 9.0, and no, it's not been charged at all. So something's been done hinky to this. So I don't know what the deal is. But as you can see, the lights flicker. No reason at all for the lights to be flickering, because I've cleaned up the wiring. Everything is perfect. I mean, I've checked, double checked, and rechecked again. But that's the lighting this thing's going to get. That's as good as it's going to get from me. I might later down the road add some to the side, but ta-da, $300 fishing boat. What I wanted to come on, the reason I came on just now is, get you back around here, just watching Tucker Carlson. And if you, and I told you guys I've been kind of cut myself off from the news cycle. Well, they're having a commission on the January 6th insurrection when the rednecks of America took over the Capitol. If you believe that, you bless your heart. That's all I got to say, bless your heart. So a bipartisan commission was supposed to be set up to investigate what happened on January 6th, where the United States Capitol Police stood down, opened the doors, and invited the protesters in. That's what happened. And I told you guys I was one of the only ones who said, do not go to the Capitol on January 6th. It's a setup. Donald Trump set them all up, and they all fell for it. They all fell for it, but I'm just that dumb, crazy redneck. So Jim Jordan, another congressman who's been in the military like 10 or 20 years, put their names up to be on this committee. Well, Nancy Pelosi is going to have no Republicans whatsoever on the committee to go after. It's just another witch hunt to go after Republicans, to go after conservatives. Just another witch hunt to vilify us as terrorists. So she refused to let Jim Jordan, which Jim Jordan's a pretty stand-up guy, but, you know, he's a coward like the rest of them. He's a coward. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, the people who are not connected with politics, but Jim Jordan was running for Speaker for the Republican Party. And as soon as he put his name in the hat to take down Kevin McCarthy, Kevin McCarthy he's another one of the blackmailed slugs from California congressman. He was right there with Paul Ryan, just sucking the juice out of the Republican Party, sucking the taxpayers, and making sure the Democrat agenda gets pushed.
Anonymous donated
Jim Jordan was against him, and a lot of people backed Jim Jordan. As soon as that happened, then that's when all that stuff came out about Jim Jordan. Oh, he stood down while those men at the college were raping boys inside the bathroom.
Thank you very much. Sorry about that. I was actually just getting a fresh beer for backup, but thanks a lot.
So that's how they shut Jim Jordan up. They said, well, we're going to leak this to the news and we're going to bury you. So that's what they did to shut Jim Jordan up. That's all it took. They blackmailed these people. Listen, Google is on every single cell phone. Why is no one but me talking about this? That Google has access To every senator, every congressman, every person in government has a Google account. They have a Google on their phone. Google has all their records. So if they're watching tranny porn, or they're watching underage kids, or they're watching gymnastics to see how tight the bathing suits are on the gymnast, Google knows this. So then Google goes with the CIA hand in hand, because we know the Google and CIA is...
That just seemed, that last one just seemed like kind of very specific, I have to say. So you get the idea. I mean, he rambles on. He's ranting out. He's worked up, folks. He's not going to take it anymore. So I think we know where he stands. I think that's a good enough check-in. Folks, I want to take this opportunity, to let you know that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the good people at Revs Rollies. By Revs Rollies. Okay, so we got that out of the way, folks.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, filthy degenerates, it is I, Michael the Archangel, Queen Cleopatra, the Bride of Jesus, the Warrior, Angel of the Lord, whatever you want to call me. It does not matter, because I am whatever you say I am if I wasn't. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys, sorry about this. The Lord has blessed me with so much overflow that I'm overflowing like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, people want to talk about like, oh, she's mad because she ain't got no booty. Boy, I got a big old booty. I got a big everything. But we're not here for that. I'm God's masterpiece, and this is the exact moment where the bride of Christ woke up from my deep sleep, and with my own mighty arm, I saved myself, because that's why the Bible says, rejoice, for the bride has made herself ready. Oh, Lord. Okay, so the Bible actually says, that's why God's like, rejoice, everyone, for the bride has made herself ready. It didn't say, rejoice because Jesus has come to save his bride. It didn't say rejoice because God has come to save his bride. It says rejoice because the bride made herself ready. So herself ready, meaning she woke up and realized she's God. She's God, the other half of God also. And that had to be her own awakening, her own realization that she's also the Lord. And that's why he says to rejoice, because when she realizes who she is, who I am, then all this punishment and judgment can go out on the earth. And that's why it's a joyous day for all of God's people. So here's the exact moment, okay? This is God, this is me, the Lord, the bride of Christ, saying this part. This is in the Bible. It says, who is this coming from Edom and Basra, and his garments stained with crimson? Who is this robed in splendor, striding forward in greatness of his strength? It is I proclaiming victory, mighty to save. Why are your garments red like those of one treading the winepress? I have trodden the winepress alone. From the nations no one was with me. I trampled them in my anger and trod them down in my wrath. Their blood splattered my garments, and I stained all my clothing. It was for me the day of vengeance. The year for me to redeem had come. I looked, but there was no one to help. I was appalled that no one gave support, so my own arm achieved salvation for me. So you see, why would God the Father say this about himself? God the Father doesn't need to be saved. Jesus doesn't need anyone to save him. He came to die for our sins. So who said that? Who saved themselves? It says the Lord said this in his wrath, and he looked around and was angry because why is there no justice in the land? That's me, the bride of Christ, talking, you see. So I was appalled. Okay, so my own arm achieved salvation for me, and my own wrath sustained me. I trampled the nation.
Mr. Yu donated $3. Is that drastic skin tone difference from a filter, or did she sunbathe after sex with the bag still over her head?
I know, it's hard to tell. She does use filters, to be fair. Thank you very much.
In my anger. In my wrath, I made them drunk and poured their blood on the ground. So you see, this is about that's me saying that, because Jesus didn't say that. Jesus didn't do that. Jesus came. He even said himself, he's like, I did not come to condemn. So in the Bible, it sounds like there's like two different gods, because Jesus is like this lamb. He's like, I didn't come to condemn. I didn't come to judge. But then there's also the Bible God where he's like, I didn't come to bring peace, but a sword. And my wrath is furious. You know, I'm the God, the man of war. But Jesus is the Prince of Peace. So how could you be the Prince of Peace and also the man of war? See, because I'm the man of war. The bride is the mighty man of war.
We'll be right back after these messages.
America! I don't give a fuck! YouTube.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra JFS back at you with another video. Yes. Sitting here munching out at Frosty's. Oh, yes, the fries are fresh. So now, I ordered a burger. I ordered a Downtown Piggy burger with jalapenos, cheddar cheese, pepper jack cheese, and bacon. And it automatically comes with all the fixings: lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions. I stacked it with some 2 of them mozzarella cheese sticks and some ranch. Oh my goodness, YouTube. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be good, YouTube. We got ourselves a pitcher of beer. Yes, come on down to Frosty's and have a burger, man.
Yeah, so the volume on the video, unfortunately, is very quiet. I got it cranked as loud as I can get it. But that's not what's important, folks. We're here for the vigils and the vidges. So we're just going to get right up to the good stuff, folks.
YouTube. Got pepper jack cheese, the jalapenos, providing a nice little heat, the cheddar cheese. Oh, good. YouTube, this is a good burger.
Look at the chin ma. That fucking, those pubes draping from his chin in the shot.
Words, speechless. This burger, oh my fucking god, is this good. Dude, if I came to Frosty's again, I'd definitely order this son of a bitch. Oh, that's a good burger. You still don't know it. You don't know where you're going, Grady? I'm not going.
Oh yeah. Gonna get a cross section. There it is, folks.
Grab a bite, you know you want it. The rest is mine.
Uh-huh. You admit it, you want a big bite off that. Oh, let's watch his progress here. Time elapsed. Quality entertainment, folks. Actually, I can get it a little louder. There.
No, excuse me. Pardon the bad manners. It's just getting a little summer heat for that treat.
All right, folks.
No, excuse me.
Folks.
Pardon the bad manners. It's just good beer and a good burger.
That's all you need to know, folks. That's all you need to know. Well,
we'll be right back after these messages.
Let's move ahead to another mukbang.
Those that there's verses I have issue with, and I'm looking forward to having people come in and discuss them with me. Hey, Vaughn. Welcome back. Did you get your Mountain Dew?
I got my Mountain Dew, and I got me some Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs cooking in the microwave. So I'm a good boy. I'm happy camper.
All right. Very
I
good.
am cooking with Crisco. I'm cooking with Crisco, Maynard.
I said very clearly in my videos that there's verses I have issue with, and I'm looking forward to having people come in and discuss them with me. Hey, Vaughn. Welcome back. Did you get your Mountain Dew?
I got my Mountain Dew, and I got me some Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs cooking in the microwave. So I'm a good boy. I'm happy camper.
All right. Very
I
good.
am cooking
Very
with
good.
Crisco. I'm cooking with Crisco, Maynard.
Now, you were talking yesterday about polygamy, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what the Bible says about that.
Alrighty.
2 Samuel chapter 12, 11 through 14. Thus says the Lord, I will bring evil upon you out of your own house. This is God talking. He is going to bring evil. I will take your wives while you live to see it, and will give them to your neighbor. He shall lie with your wives in broad daylight. You have done this deed in secret, but I will bring it about in the presence of all Israel, and with the sun looking down. Then David said to Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. Nathan answered David, the Lord on his part has forgiven your sin. You shall not die. But since you have utterly spurned the Lord by this deed, the child born to you must surely die. So what do you think about that?
That sounds pretty damn harsh, but, like I said, it was a harsh environment back then, and pretty much live by the sword, die by the sword back in those days. So, the harshness of the Bible doesn't really irk me. I expect it because, you read any secular historical document. They slaughtered people back then. They slaughtered the shit out of each other.
ShartBreathMCGILLICUTTY donated $3. Is it possible the Talon's Lord Stinky is blessed with the first step towards a new human Hillrot hybrid? There is no such thing as coincidences, folks.
Could be the effects of Mandela, the Mandela effects of traveling through time as well. We're not clear. Remember, he's a clone, right? So, could just be a bad batch, a wayward gene. Folks, thank you very much.
Everybody did. So, the so-called atrocities doesn't really bother me. It really doesn't. That's just how shit rolled. If you wasn't a good swordsman back then, man, you was not long on the earth. I can tell you. You would not be long on the earth if you were not a good swordsman back then. Period. End of story. That's just the way it was.
Don, do you if you were born during that time, you think you would have lasted for a while?
Yeah, because I would have done everything in my power to have been the best swordsman I could have possibly been. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at what I've done in this life. What did I do? I started studying martial arts. I started studying weapons and training and all that stuff. And, I went into the Naval Cadet Corps and the Coast Guard and the Army and even some government work. And, and all along that time, I was learning all different types of martial arts and weapons and tactics and strategy and stuff like that. There's no reason to suggest that I wouldn't have done it back then as well. None. In fact, I would have probably, to be honest, I probably would have done pretty well for myself, I think. I really do. I really do think I would have done pretty well for myself. And as far as I know, there was no lymphedema back then or any of that others, and the Black Plague was still many, many years away yet. So, I mean, I'd have probably done all right. I'd have probably done all right for myself.
I hear you.
So the man who is completely dependent on his senile 94-year-old mother thinks that he would have done all right in ancient times because he would have made damn sure he was the best swordsman that he could be.
Well, I had me some Christians earlier say, well, when you open up your live Bible challenge, we're going to come in and show you what it's all about. But I'm sitting here with my pagan friend just reading off verses. And Don's like, yep, the world's a fucked up place. How about
that? Yes, it is. And my food is beeping. I will be right back.
All right.
Get my food.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a link in the top of the side chat as well as a link in the description. You can come right in and we can discuss the Bible. Unless you're afraid, unless you don't think that you have the ability or education to be able to do so, I understand. Let's take a look what we got going on out here.
All right, time to skip ahead here, folks.
Conversation. A video.
There's the presentation,
deal
folks.
With an actual live discussion. How about that?
So, just to address another elephant in the room, folks, now that we have some people here, do you all remember what July 22nd was? Oh.
Sam_Samuels donated $3. I can't help but point out that I haven't spoken yet, so let me just add this nugget of wisdom. And You're welcome.
Thank you for the insight. Thank you for the donation. Folks, today is July 22nd. It was court day. But Von Helton was streaming. We're going to get into that. He put something on Facebook. I don't know if the video itself is even really worth watching. We'll go through a bit of it. If it doesn't, I got some backup. I always got a plan B, folks. You always got a plan B. You always got a spare set of clown shoes kicking around just in case you get some shit on them, right? So we'll take a look at that. But he had said that, that he was back earlier than he expected. So he also left something in the chat. I'll share that with you people. Court got postponed. Full show on his Twitch, folks. If you want to check him out on Twitch, you know the drill. But on the video, Home of the Whopper, he said court got postponed. He says next month. So I'm kind of confused because he also claims that CPS served him papers saying that the kids were gone for 6 more months. So I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. But folks, that's the latest on that. That's what we got. We got yous. So let's move forward with this. This could double as some kind of weird ASMR, I guess, if Brett's putting you to sleep. I apologize, folks. This is from his channel, by the way. So we're all clear. This is from the Brett Keane channel. Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't just come in and actually have a conversation.
Baron von Lymphodimabetus donated $5. He couldn't call himself a truther if he didn't tell the truth, could he? Yeah, no he couldn't, Maynard.
That's actually a really good point. I'll give you 10 internet. Actually, I'll give you 10 internet points for that. That is, that's pretty clever.
Cowardice? I don't know.
Look at that profile, folks. Look at that.
Well,
this is a man in his prime.
I've tried repeatedly to go in private and talk to Christians in the community about these passages I have issues with, but they just refused. He kept on saying, I'm busy. I'll talk to you some other time about it.
Yeah, you're killing me.
No, and it's a shame, too, because had I had the perspective I have now, I wouldn't have devoted so much of my time to this bullshit. Because without having a YouTube channel, I can't even find the trolls and haters channels. I can't find them. Unless you actually Google the name Von Helton, you're not going to find shit. Because I can't find you, I can't find Veckel, I can't find G-Man, I can't find any of the people, any of them. Okay? It's as if they're persona non grata. And I know the trolls and haters out there think they're hot shit. They think they're all that. Well, guess what? Surprise, surprise, Sergeant Carter. When you ain't got a YouTube account, you can't find any of them damn troll channels. The only way you can find them is if you put Von Helton, if you put the name Von Helton in a Google search or in a YouTube search. Other than that, you're not going to find even the troll channels. You're not going to find nobody. Nobody. Literally nobody. And that is quite an eye-opening experience, let me tell you. But yeah, you don't show up, Veckel don't show up, G-Man doesn't show up, Raging Atheist doesn't show up.
Folks, we got some fresh off the press. Apparently Vaughn has made a response on Facebook. I think, if I got the right video, it was posted 29 minutes ago. He's taking Shanny. Folks, we have an exclusive. Listen, you know somebody that's interested. It doesn't matter. Wake them up. Okay, call them, wake them up, get them out of bed. We're getting it fresh off the fucking press, folks. It doesn't get any fresh. As it comes across the desk here at the Trolls, Haters, and Naysayers headquarters, I am getting it to you. So we're going to check that out momentarily. We're going to check that out momentarily, folks. Let's get into it.
Show up. TJ doesn't show up. The Drunken Peasants don't show up. Geek Room doesn't show up. Unterhaven. None of these clowns show up. Nobody shows up. Nobody. They just don't. So they're not all that. You know, I know these haters on YouTube. They think
I gave Praise I Am the benefit of the doubt. He was supposed to, he claimed he was going to come in and actually talk about the Bible with me.
Right.
But now he's going to sit behind his screen over there and run his tail on that. I don't understand. Why didn't he just come in and chat? Why are these Christians who claim to believe that the Bible's the Word of God, why don't they come in and have a damn discussion about it?
Well, I guess the fact that they found out that their precious Bible wasn't canonized and therefore it's not a legitimate document, I'd say that has quite a bit to do with it. You know, when you run around saying you got a legitimate religion and you've got a canonized Bible and, you know, your shit is all that, and then you find out, oops, wait a minute, the Bible wasn't canonized, and there's like 100 different Bibles out there, by the way. You know, and let me be clear, I'm not being specific towards Christianity because Islam's in the same shape. They got about 100 Qurans out there. Nobody knows who's got the right Quran. And likewise with the Christians now, they've got 100 different types of Bibles out there, none of which were ever canonized or ever made legitimate in any way. You know, like I said, you got the Ethiopian Bible. It's got 81 books. You got the Roman Bible, which has got 73 books. You got the Corinthian Bible, which has either 53 or 93, but I can't remember which books. Then you got the Bible over in Europe, done by King James. It's got 66 books. You know, there is no standard Bible out there. There's like 100 different Bibles. Nobody knows which one's the real one. Some Bibles have the same books in them. Some Bibles do not. You know, for example, the book of Revelations does not show up in many of the Bibles that are out there. Not very many at all. In fact, King James and I think only 2 other Bibles that are out there in the world actually have the book of Revelations. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so, you know, this end times stuff, you know, it's a load of horseshit. What about all the Christians that don't have the book of Revelations in their Bible? What about them guys? Are they gonna just miss out? What's going on? You know, so I think the fact that, you know, once you're faced with that kind of information, that you don't even have a legitimate document to draw from, it just...
I'm not a biblical expert, but I'm not personally aware of any canonized version of the Bible that doesn't include the Book of Revelation. Though I could be wrong. There could be some obscure apocrypha or something, but not aware of that. But the reason I'm playing this, folks, because it ends on, he gets asked a question here, and it's really interesting, his perspective on it. We'll get to the hot, juicy stuff here in a minute.
Makes it very, very difficult to really mount any kind of defense. No, you're not getting my spaghetti and meatballs. No, you're not. No. No, you're not. You little sponge. Wow. Where are you hiding all this food, man? You little tiny thing. Get over there. Anyways, but yeah, man, you got no legitimate document. How you gonna mount any kind of a defense, right? And like I said, the Muslims are in the same boat. There's like 100 different Qurans. Nobody knows which one's the real one. So,
all right, well, let's try another verse. Let's see if this will get the Christians excited, wanting to come in. I hate to have to go through all these different verses.
Now, keep in mind, Brett Keane is purposely posing the typical difficult biblical passages about slavery and the way it treats women and stuff. So he's not presenting this objectively. Like, it's pretty obvious he's putting it out there from his perspective as a pretty rough, hard Bible verse. But listen to Vaughn's answer, his take on it.
And if one actually shows up, I got to repeat myself. But here we go. Let me mute your mic so you ain't eating through my damn talk. All righty. Here we go. Deuteronomy 21, 10 through 14. When you go out to war against your enemies, and the Lord, your God, delivers them into your hand, so that you take captives. If you see a comely woman among the captives, and become so enamored of her that you wish to have her as a wife, you may take her home to your house. But before she may live there, she must shave her head and pare her nails and lay aside her captive's garb. After she has mourned her father and mother for a full month, you may have relations with her, and you shall be her husband, and she shall be your wife. However, if later on you lose your liking for her, you shall give her her freedom if she wishes it, but you shall not sell her or enslave her, since she was married to you under compulsion. So if you get tired of her after you're done, you can get rid of her.
Well, yeah, but you know what? That really doesn't sound all that bad. I mean, I was expecting, say, hack her into a million pieces and ship her back to her family in a cardboard box or some shit, so...
she gets to mourn her parents after they've been hacked
up.
Which
is pretty damn respectable, actually, when you think about it. I mean,
a whole month. You get a whole month.
But you know what? Most cultures didn't let you do that. Most cultures didn't let you do that. The fact that he did let her do that, that's pretty fucking honorable, really. I'm quite impressed, actually. Because I tell you right now, do you really think the barbarians would let you mourn your fucking deceased people? Fuck no. Fuck no.
They'd probably hang the heads up on pikes and shit.
Exactly. Exactly right. Exactly right. I mean, look at good old Vlad Tepes down there in Romania, man. What the fuck did he do? Yeah, he chopped their heads up and hung them up on big pikes, man, for everybody to fucking see. Yeah, so really, that was actually quite nice, to be honest. Compared to some of the shit I've read.
That's definitely a nice thing to do. Let her mourn for a month.
Mm-hmm.
Better
than let her mourn at all.
Yeah. And if you get tired of her and your compulsion and desire fades away, you can just say, all right, hit the fucking road, lady. There you go.
And you ain't got to pay a dowry either. Get down, dog. Please.
And there you go. A dowry?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean?
You don't know what a dowry is?
Well, it depends. I mean, ancient times might have been different than modern times. What are you getting at?
Well, if I understand correctly, under normal circumstances, when you go to get a wife, you have to put down a dowry. You have to put down money when you go to marry someone.
This is a captive woman. This is
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's a different. That's what I was saying. It was you don't have to put a dowry down. It's different.
Well, I'm saying it's another bonus. It's another positive point. You don't have to spend a dime.
Different situation.
Hold on one second. Mm-hmm. Let me make sure this is actually Shanny.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we're getting there, folks.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hot damn!
Sabrina and I'm here, and I have something to say about the Nick Bravo drama. Yes, I've known Nick Bravo for quite a while.
You know what? We'll come back to this. We're going to do it out of order, folks. I don't want to jinx the night. Whoops. I don't want to jinx the night, but since we're on the topic, just give me a sec, folks. It's a one-man show, and I'm half blind here, so. All right, folks, we'll take it from here so we can get on the hot stuff. So here's picking up where it left off. This is most of you probably have already seen this, but Vaughn mistakes Shanny's son for a mouse-looking type female, obviously underage, and seems pretty interested. So we'll take it from the top here, folks.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, folks, we got a tobacco situation, the finest quality in all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Sprinkle that tobacco, click it up, and then you've got yourself a Red Rollies.
It's a Red Rollie right there. It's a perfect cigarette.
Let's check out some individual reviews. Don't forget to drink plenty of water.
Get behind me, Satan.
Red Rollies.
No! Alright, now this goes out to my brother. Alright, Vaughn. Alright, now, you don't have to be embarrassed or whatever, okay? But I really want you to tell the folks that are out there that when you were on Brett's show and you said that it looked like I was living with another woman that looked pretty nice, okay, that was my son, William. Now, you need to admit to the folks that you were like popping CBD gummies or if you got medical cannabis or something, or you were too high or drunk. Were you drinking, Vaughn? Because look, no one can look at that boy and say that looks like a woman, man. I'm sorry. So now you're sobered up, Vaughn. Admit to the public that you were trashed that night. And you saw something wrong, okay? Holy shit, Vaughn.
In store.
I don't know about you, Vaughn, but Jason really looks like he's doing good. He's got a pretty nice looking place over there as well. I don't know what people are all bitching about.
Yeah, I saw a white female go up the stairs, look pretty damn good, and it sure as hell wasn't his wife. So, I wonder who that was. And then I saw a black cat come down the stairs. So, I don't know. Was she a witch? Did she turn into a black cat and come down the stairs?
That's probably what happened.
That might have been. Hey, you never fucking
know. How
know
them Christians are turning into wicked furry
turning
cats.
Right.
You're not naked over there, are you?
No, no.
All right.
No.
I wasn't able to see the rest of you. I was like, uh-oh, Shanny's going to get exciting up in here.
No. Vaughn, by the way, that other woman you were talking about and kind of gloating about the other day was actually my son. So,
a son?
What? You were flirting with Shanny's son?
No, I wasn't flirting.
No, he was glowing.
So I just want to take a moment here, folks. Bear with me again. It's a one-man show. I do what I can. But I actually captured the exact moment that Von Helton heard her say this and the expression on his face. I haven't seen this look since the Kelly videos, folks. I want everyone just to soak that in. That is the exact moment when he realized what the hell was going down. Oh, soak it in. Soak it in. Deja vu, folks. Deja vu.
and saying that he like Rev looks like he had another woman, and
No,
it was
that's
my
not what I said. No, wait, hold, stop. That's not what I said at all. What I said was I thought I saw a woman go upstairs and I saw a black cat come downstairs and I thought that she might have been a witch. Is exactly my words. Is that not correct, Brett? Is that not what I said?
Well, no, it's not. Well, just in case, just give him benefit of the doubt, because I did talk about the cat. So here we are again. So there goes the sun.
I don't know about you, Vaughn, but Jason really looks like he's doing good.
Let's
He's
listen.
got a pretty nice looking place over there as well. I don't know what people are all bitching about.
Let's listen.
I saw a white female go up the stairs, look pretty damn good, and it sure as hell wasn't his wife.
Okay, just so we're clear. So let's take that from the
You're
top.
not naked over there, are you?
No, I no.
All right, I wasn't able to see the rest of you. I was like, uh-oh, Shanny's going to get exciting up in here.
No. Vaughn, by the way, that other woman you were talking about and kind of gloating about the other day was actually my son. So,
A
What?
son?
You were flirting with
Yeah.
Shanny's son?
No, I wasn't flirting.
no, he was
Wait,
glowing and saying that he like Rev looks like he had another woman, and it
No,
was
that's
my
not what I said. No, wait, hold, stop. That's not what I said at all. What I said was I thought I saw a woman go upstairs and I saw a black cat come downstairs and I thought that she might have been a witch. Is exactly my words. Is that not correct, Brett? Is that
He's
not
a
what I said?
pagan. He thinks that women turn into cats.
Yeah,
You gotta-
certainly. Why not? Hey, familiars, man, you know?
women turn into cats.
Yeah, familiars. Look it up.
So apparently there's this clip going around of Vaughn finding my 14-year-old attractive. And I just want to put it out there to the public that I condone any making fun of him or bashing him or correcting him at all for this, because he's literally finding teenagers attractive. Thank you.
And that's a news flash? Wow, some of us have been saying that for years. It's funny when it's your kid, isn't it? Anyways, folks, so that's where we were at. That's where, as we were going live this evening, anyone who knew that's where everyone was caught up to. That was going to be the capper of the evening that I was saving for a little bit later. But as I said, and to the new people, thank you for joining because you're coming just in time. We got a Von Helton response video on Facebook. Oh, yes, we do, folks. And apparently he's threatening, you guessed it, to take Shanny to court. Folks, please thumbs up the video.
Answer me. For years I have asked you, where is justice? Where is punishment? Why are the innocent dying while the guilty go free? Why the senseless killing? Why the stealing? Why has everything been allowed to occur the way it has? But perhaps you've already answered me. Perhaps you've already told me where it is. Perhaps punishment is in me.
Okay, we're definitely not sitting through this.
Him around.
Alright, here we go.
So apparently there's this clip going around of Vaughn finding my 14-year-old attractive. And I just want to put it out there to the public that I condone any making fun of him or bashing him or correcting him at all for this, because he's literally finding teenagers attractive. Thank you.
Alrighty, just when you thought it was safe to get back in the motherfucking pool, here comes this more motherfucking bullshit, right? And by the way, the little red sign says we are live, we are live, we are live, and it is so. I have checked my audio. My audio should be okay. No, let me check that again. I'm going to make sure my audio is fine. Because Windows loves to pot down my microphone. I don't know why. They keep saying it's the driver for the internet, but Killer says it ain't us. So I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So just when you thought it was safe to get back in the pool, here comes more motherfucking drama, right, guys? Okay, let's review, class. Okay, because it's important to get this shit right. And let me pull up the video, which I happen to have a copy of. Imagine that. I just happen to have a copy of that shit. Let me see here. Let me pull this shit up. And let's see where we at here. There we go. There's the one I want right there. Okay, let me find the right place. Okay. All right, there we go. Perfect. And that look is perfect as well. All right. Let me share this with you. Okay, now as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, there is Rev. And the light to the stairs is on. And I saw this individual. I had no idea who the fuck it was. No idea. I had no idea who the fuck it was. I saw someone with very long hair. I mean, hair way down past the shoulders. Okay? That's all I saw was an entity with very long hair going up the stairs. And then I saw a black cat come down the stairs. That's all I got to see. Now, Rev is sitting right fucking there. So the question, class, is if that was their child, why didn't Rev speak up? Why didn't Rev say, hey, that's just my kid, ignore him? I mean, wouldn't that be the normal thing to do? Yeah. So why, and Shanny, you can't see Shanny because she's not on camera, but Shanny is over here to the, let's see, it would be his left, our right. Shanny is over to his left, our right, off camera, but she's there too. And Shanny never said a word. Hey, that's my kid. She never said shit. Rev never said shit. None of them said a goddamn word. Not one. Why? Why is that, guys? Why is it that they never said one fucking word? I didn't know who that person was. I thought they were living in a duplex. I've lived in a duplex. Well, Vaughn, what's a duplex? A duplex is where you live, one family lives and another family lives, and then they have a communal living room and kitchen that they share. Okay? A lot of older buildings are set up that way. Okay, it's for two families. One family's on the left, one family's on the right, and then you got the living room and the kitchen in the middle. And I thought they were renting a duplex. And I thought maybe that was another couple. That's what I thought. I had no fucking idea their children were completely grown up because nobody, not even G-Man, told me their kids were grown. Nobody. Not a troll, not G-Man, not Beckel. Nobody told me that their kids were grown. When somebody told me they had kids, I'm assuming they're toddlers or 2, 3, 4.
None of this. Even if you thought it was a female and didn't know it was their kids. Thank you very much for the subscription. I mean, the point that he's tiptoeing around is he found an underage person attractive and spoke out publicly about it. I mean, golly gee, Vaughn. My goodness. And as far as I know, isn't a duplex just like two attached dwellings? I don't think you necessarily have to share the facilities, but
years old, whatever. I was not expecting them to be grown adults. Not at all. Okay, so when
remember, folks, if you go back, if you're new, you're going to want to go back and watch the Frost interviews, part 1 and 2. They're insightful to say the least. But there was the story from Marcia Frost of how Von Helton was egging on and cheering his 20-year-old Kentucky child bride to make out with his 14-year-old female cousin. So there's a pattern here, folks. It's not just the Kelly incident. There's a pattern. I digress.
I saw this person going up the stairs. I'm like, yeah, probably another couple. They're renting a duplex. And how many times has the trolls said that they're living with G-Man? How many times have they said that? Okay, could have been one of G-Man's girlfriends, for all I fucking know. I had no idea who the hell that was. I've never seen their children, and I sure as fuck didn't think their children were grown adults. Had no fucking idea. Now, Shanny, in that video you just heard, said that her kid was a minor. That didn't look like no fucking minor to me. That looked like a full-grown adult to me. It's exactly what that looked like. You know, I mean, anybody can say anything about anything, right? But
well, to be fair, when Vaughn was willing to accept nude pictures of a 13-year-old, he expressed to her that she should feel confident because he receives photos from all kinds of people all the time like that. So, if anybody, I'm sure Von Helton would be somewhat of an expert determining... Anyways, you know where I'm going with that.
Unless you know what the fuck you're talking about, it's all hearsay anyway. But the funny part about it is that I'm actually... What I saw of that individual, I saw him going up the stairs. And then I saw a black cat coming down the stairs, and I made a joke to Brett. I said, yeah, maybe it was a witch because she turned into a cat. I was joking about the fucking shit. I wasn't serious about anything. This bitch getting on a fucking camera and saying that I had sexual relations with her goddamn boy is a bunch of shit. And I don't take that very kindly, Shanny.
I'm sorry, Wilson donated $2. Vaughn is just bitter that Shanny's 14-year-old son is taller than him.
That's true. It could be. Could be.
Who's the fucking perv now, Shanny? Where the fuck did that come from? It come inside your fucking brain. That's where it come from. Because it sure didn't come out of my lips. That come out of your brain. So why are you thinking that thought, Shanny? Because I thought it was a goddamn runner. That's who I thought it was. I had no idea your children were fucking 6 goddamn feet tall. When somebody says child, I think of a toddler. Or I think of maybe a little 5-year-old or some shit. I don't think of somebody that's 6 goddamn feet tall. When I think of children, I don't think of 6 feet tall individuals, Shanny. You dumb fucking bitch. Sitting there trying to claim I'm a goddamn perv. Why didn't you open up your fucking mouth in that video and say that was your child? Why didn't Rev open up his mouth and say that was he's on camera? Why didn't he open up his mouth and say, hey man, that's my kid, just ignore him? That's what normal people do. Normal people, when they see their kid on camera, they say, oh, just ignore my kid. You know, that's what normal people do. Now, granted, you guys are far from normal, but, you know, I mean, usually, you know, when you see your kid on camera, you're going to say something. Typically, normal people do that. But the fact that you actually went there immediately with the pedophilia shit, that come out of your fucking brain, sweetheart, not out of my lips. Because I thought that was a fucking renter. That's who I thought that was. Because when somebody tells me they have kids, I don't expect them to be 6 fucking feet tall. I expect them to be about that tall, maybe a foot or two. I don't expect them to be 6 foot tall. That sure didn't look like no minor to me. Minors usually aren't 6 foot tall. That person going up the stairs was every bit of 6 foot. Every bit of it. And they had, like I said, the hair was way past the shoulders. Way past the shoulders.
Okay, so maybe, just maybe, instead of accusing me of trying to fuck your kid, maybe, bitch, you ought to get your fucking mouth off of me before the gods I serve crack down on your happy ass. Oh, and by the way, nice try getting $3,000 more out of people when you got $2 million sitting in a fucking Pennsylvania bank. Lying to people, Shanny, and getting $3 grand out of them. That's not very Christian-like, Shanny. That's not very Christian-like, sweetheart. Just saying. Ain't Christians supposed to tell the truth? I didn't know Christians were allowed to lie. But don't you ever, ever call me a pedophile again. Because I do know where you live. And I can call the cops. And this time they will fucking arrest your ass for slander, libel, and defamation. I didn't know who the fuck that was going up them stairs. I thought it was a goddamn renter. Or maybe G-Man's girlfriend.
Now, wait a minute. I just want to back up, folks. It seems like not that long ago that I was showing video evidence of Von Helton looking for their address and threatening to call authorities on them, and Brett Keane and people like that largely ignored it and didn't think it was any kind of evidence. But here we are. Von Helton is threatening someone, saying, I've got your docs and I will send the authorities and make your life difficult.
That's who I thought the fuck it was. Kids, when I think of kids, I don't think of somebody that's 6 goddamn feet tall. When I think of kids, I think of, maybe 1 foot, 2 foot tall, or a toddler or an infant, That's what I think of when I think of kids. I don't think of somebody that's 6 goddamn feet tall. Not typically. Okay? So why don't you get your fucking mind out of the goddamn gutter, bitch? How about we try that? And you ever accuse me of pedophile again, sweetheart, the cops will be knocking on your door again. Only this time they will drag your fucking ass to prison. Because I'll file a lawsuit against your ass. Is that clear? It better be. Because I do know where you live. God damn. What the fuck, man? I can't believe you even went there. What?
Folks, you understand that this is unprecedented. We have this year's top 2 contenders, and I have to say Vaughn is slowly starting to slide his way. But we have the number 1 and number 2 spot. They're hungry for it, folks. They're actually fighting each other. This is, folks.
Mother would go there any fucking way. Sick, man. Sick motherfuckers. And why is it that you immediately believe trolls on YouTube anyway? Like the trolls are suddenly the fount of all truth? No, typically YouTube trolls are lying out their fucking ass. Typically speaking. But yeah, folks, I even made a wisecrack because, the only thing I seen, now the person may have been coming up and down the stairs quite a bit, but as you know, I was stepping out and coming back, stepping out and coming back because I was making food. The only thing I seen was somebody with very long hair way past their shoulders going up the stairs, and then I saw a black cat come down the stairs. That's all I seen. Now, if there was anything else in the video, I didn't catch it, or I wasn't paying any attention or whatever. Okay. And I figured, well, hell, maybe they rent a duplex and this person is in the other half of the duplex. That's all. Or possibly G-Man's girlfriend if they're living with G-Man. I had no idea who the fuck that was. No clue. Not a fucking clue. I've never seen Reb and Shanny's kids on camera. Ever. And I sure as fuck didn't think they were 6 goddamn feet tall. Holy fuck. I sure as hell didn't believe that. Like I said, when I think of children, I think of kids about 1 or 2 foot tall. Okay? Or a toddler or an infant. That's what I think of when I think of the word kids. I don't think of somebody 6 foot tall with hair down to here. That's not what I think of when I think of the word kid. right? And I don't believe that individual was no 14 years old any goddamn way. No fucking way. They're too big. They're too tall. I had no concept of children being 6 foot tall. I cannot wrap my mind around that. Sorry, I can't wrap my mind around that shit. But the next time you call me a pedophile, bitch, the police will be knocking on your door for real. And they will be dragging your happy ass. And G-Man and Brett Keane will not be able to bail you out. Okay? Let's just get that shit right now. Because I do know where you live. I do know where you live. So call me a pedophile one more time, sweetheart, and see what happens to your happy ass. I'm sick and tired of this fucking shit. And you go to the fucking YouTube trolls instead of coming to me, or instead of open up your fucking pie hole in this goddamn video. What, you were right there. You were sitting right there. Why didn't you open your mouth and say, hey, that's my kid? Why didn't Rev open his mouth and say, hey, that's my kid? Not a peep from either of you in that fucking video. Not a peep from either of you. But by God, you sure can throw the fucking accusations out there, can't you? Yeah, you can't comment for 1 month, yeah. Yeah, you can't comment for a month. I had to do that, man. The fucking YouTube trolls were spamming my chat with all kinds of racial slurs and sexual innuendo and shit. So I had to set shit up that way. I apologize in advance. Those of you that are watching on Twitch, I apologize in advance. That's just the way it is, man. You know, it's one of them things, right? Nothing I can do about that shit. But anyways, back to my little rant here, because this is fucking bullshit. Accusing me of shit that ain't even my goddamn fault. I had no idea who the fuck that was going up them goddamn stairs. I had no fucking clue. So get your mouth off of me. You accuse me of being a pedophile ever again, Shanny, and you will go to jail. Or you will, at the very least, stand in front of the judge. I guarantee it. Because I got no problem taking you to court. None whatsoever. Especially after you just pilfered $3,000 out of a bunch of people who thought you were broke. And then come to find out you got $2 million in a goddamn bank in Pennsylvania. Why did you lie to them people and tell them you was broke, Shanny? Why did you do that? That's not very nice, Shanny. And it sure as fuck ain't very Christian-like. Now is it? No, it is not. But Reb was on that camera. He never opened up his mouth. And you were just off camera and never opened up your mouth. You could have easily said, hey, that's my kid. Just ignore him. Well, you never said that, though, did you? Neither you nor Reb. Neither one. Why? Why did you not say anything? Oh, could it be because you knew I didn't know what the fuck your kids looked like? Could that maybe have been it? Maybe you wanted more fucking drama? Well, you got drama. Because the next time you do it, I'm calling the cops out to your fucking house. Try me and see if I don't. Because I know where you live. I will call the cops and have you arrested. You don't call me a fucking pedophile. Ever. Never again, Shanny. Never again. Never again. All right. Rant over. Have a nice life.
They'll be hanging out over at Brett's. God, it was just like last week he was accusing them of being scammers and everything else, and they all are hanging out. Like, I mean, who the fuck are we kidding? So there you go, folks. There's Von Helton's response. You know what? After I go and shut this down later, not yet, I'll try to grab a copy and get that up on YouTube for anyone who may want to archive that little gem. But for now, the show must go on. Let's go back to our regularly scheduled broadcast, folks. Go back where we left off. We still got more Von Helton to go. We still got some crazy shit to cover. But that was the fresh stuff. So, where were we? We were back here, I think. Okay, here we go, folks. Let's get into some rage. Nick Bravo, I think you'll appreciate this one. Folks, thank you for your patience. It is a one-man show. I do what I can. I do what I can for you, folks.
Sabrina Emma here, and I have something to say about the Nick Bravo drama. Yes, I've known Nick Bravo for quite a while. I have many videos about Nick Bravo on my channel and hangouts where he's been on my channel. No, I might not look friendly here. Yes, indeed, Nick Bravo has been arrested for stealing houses from old women. And I'll tell you right now, I'm mad! I'm mad at you, Nick! How dare you! I'm mad at Tim! I'm mad at G4T! God, I've been widowed. You know how hard it was for me to get my stuff after my husband died? The stuff that I paid for? Because he died and there was no will? It was hard, bitch! And I have wills in place to keep people like you away from me! People like you! Nick! Tim! G4T! You've been stealing people's fucking houses! Making forgeries of deeds to steal their houses of working slobs like me! People that work their whole goddamn life to buy a house! I hope you rot in jail, Nick! I hope you do! If anyone's curious, go to my channel and see how many times that I have tried to talk to Nick or have talked to Nick and been nice to this guy. Then I find out that you're fucking stealing people's houses through title deeds. I am never going to be nice to you. I'm going to hook up with the people that took you down.
This is in honor of Nick Bravo's birthday. Happy birthday, Nick. So happy we could join you on this special day and take this walk down memory lane. Folks, please thumbs up the video for Nick.
And I think Tim needs to be taken down as well. Fuck! You do not go in there and take someone's house. They have children. They have family. It does not belong to you. And Tim, I hope you go down. I will make sure of it. I will help anyone who needs to make sure you go down because you use Nick as the stupid patsy he is. Because let's face it, Nick isn't very bright. The first thing Nick did when he got his money was go and get a new set of teeth. Then he took acting classes. And then he hired Tim Robbins or went to Tim Robbins seminars to help him. God, he lived in someone else's house for a whole year before he got booted out. Then he traded his Mustang for a fucking motorhome. And then he was on the run. You know what, Nick? I was really nice to you. Really nice to you. Tried to help you as often as I can. And now I find out that you're a fucking homewrecker. Tried to steal houses. Or you did. You didn't even try. You did. But I know it wasn't you, Nick. I know it was that fucking idiot, Tim. Tim. And now I see it was G4T, too. Because I see all the videos where you're holding up their seats. Oh, we're in the real estate market. We're taking dead dead people's houses or people that are foreclosed on when their children has the right. You know what? I hope you all burn in hell. Nick, Tim, peace alone in Christ, and D for T. And you will. You will. Because if the law don't cannot catch up with you, God will. And you will burn in hell. You will burn in hell. Mark my words, bitches. Hey, we're all animals. Why don't you just kiss this?
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey guys, so I'm in the Sahara Desert and that's why I'm so tan. No, just kidding. Look, I got this new light. Oh gosh, how does this even work? Alright, so today, hello everyone, it's me, your favorite Hail Hitler. Hail Hitler. Today I have this great lesson for you guys. It's been very controversial, like, you know, it's been proven factual. You know, scientists have researched this all over the world, but all the scientists who put out this factual data, they've gotten death threats, people trying to kill them. And it's just sad because you're trying to hide the truth instead of speak the truth to help the people understand why this is happening to them so they can in turn, you know, fix it. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys, where was I? I don't record out here very often, though I would like to because I can sit down and talk with my hands, but I'm very limited because I obviously have children and it's not always quiet out here. But I'll just get to the point very quickly here, and hopefully, you know, nobody tries to delete this video because it's just factual data. And it's very sad because the scientists who have spoken out about this before in the past all had death threats, and they were all, you know, shooed out of all the universities, and it's just real sad, you know. But I'll just briefly go through it, and if you look this up yourself, you do research on it, it's everywhere. But people try to hide it all the time, and it's very sad because, you know, when you try to hide the truth, how can you get to the core of a problem to fix it, you know? Okay, so I'll leave the link in the description box where, you know, there's this article. I'll just read it. What is the problem with failing to address the low average black intelligence? Executive summary. Okay, blacks in the U.S. have lower average intelligence than the rest of the population. This issue is often sidestepped because it is politically incorrect. What are the implications of this low average intelligence? It is very politically incorrect to state that blacks have a lower intelligence on average than any other racial group. It is politically correct, but also it is politically
So, folks, the segment is going to be a little rough for some people because I'm going to post a response to this as well, or I'm going to show it. But we've heard these arguments before, and this is new today. This is what Tila has been building up. Again, in the other videos, I thought it was enough that she was hailing Hitler in the beginning and, you know, dressing up as, you know, this little fascist. But now it's funny because it seems to me, I mean, I don't want to live in the past or anything, but it wasn't that long ago I seem to remember a certain somebody trying to make the exact same argument, citing pretty much the same sources on one of my live streams until Dragnot had to kind of set them straight. I'm not dropping any names. Might be celebrating a birthday tonight.
incorrect, but also true. Not addressing this reality is a problem for blacks because it creates unrealistic expectations of what they can accomplish. And it is preventing blacks from addressing issues such as the poor performance of blacks in schools in non-black countries because they consider themselves to have equal intelligence to other groups when they have been proven to not. It also hinders policies that could be developed to match blacks' needs rather than assuming that blacks are the same as everyone else. This article will cover this problem and why this lack of willingness to face this reality leads to the overuse of the charge of racism and how black intelligence actually compares. Okay, so the following is an explanation. Okay, this brings up the question of why so many resources are being invested in blacks in the U.S. Blacks continually state that their schools are failing them.
All right, so I think we know where she's coming from. We don't have to give her a platform to talk all this stuff. We'll just give her the last word here, and then well, the response, it's pretty harsh too.
But this is so important to talk about, guys. And if they delete this video, then you know, it's just pathetic and sad because the truth needs to be discussed. Because in order to fix the problem, you need to address the problem. But if you hide the elephant in the room, the whole world will continue to crumble. The earth is shaking. The earth is angry. God is angry. Nobody's listening. They try to cover all this truth up and then cover it up with more lies. And then on top of that, not only are they not chosen by God, not only do they have a low IQ out of all mankind, but then on top of that, they boast in their pride and say that God, they're the chosen ones of God. You see how God looks down upon this and he struck them with the lowest IQ? God did this, okay? God did it. So learn a valuable lesson here, guys, that this topic needs to be addressed. And I cover this in the blood of Jesus. And I pray you guys can download it and repost it in case they delete it. All right, guys? Don't hate me, the messenger.
All I can really do is laugh right now. I literally cannot believe that this delusional gook whore literally just is now saying that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. Yo, I can't believe she's that delusional. I would say that I feel sorry for your daughters for having such a delusional, psychotic tramp of a skeezer mother, but I don't, because anything that's attached to you, I hate. But it's really sad how they have to live with such a psychotic tramp. You really are delusional. You don't even know if you're coming or going. You really don't realize that you're following every single thing that I say and do. You really don't realize that. Hey, Lucifer, you really don't realize that you're following every single thing that I say and do. Is your brain really that small that you don't realize that? You don't? Oh, man, this is literally going to be the last time I ever respond to you because you have proven yourself worthless in my eyes. You have already proved that I'm more powerful than you because you follow behind me like a little lost puppy, a little hungry puppy that's starving for more information. You follow behind me and come and steal everything I say like a thief. Just like the thief that you are, you came to kill, steal, and destroy. That's exactly what you're doing. So you're not even worth my time anymore. I've already shown that I'm more powerful than you. I have already shown that I'm more powerful than you. And then you proved it again by saying that you came to, when you loosed the second seal, you came to take death from the earth and everything that happened in the second seal. But when the first seal was released, when I opened that seal, because the Lamb opened every seal, the Lamb of God, she opened every last one of the seals. The first seal is when I came, when the one with on the white horse came with the crown. So that shows again that I'm over you. It shows again all you keep showing, even though that you didn't loose the second seal, you have nothing to do with any of the seals. But if you're saying that, I'm showing that I came first and I'm once again over you, you dumb whore. All you do is keep proving yourself because you follow behind me, like I said, like a little starving puppy. It's literally sad, and the fact that you don't even realize that you're doing it lets me know that you're not even worth my time anymore. I'm going to sit back and wait for the big dog to get in his seat. Donald Trump, I see you following me, like you said, the Antichrist. I've been saying it for over a year. Now you want to come back and say it's crazy that you're so delusional that you don't even realize how you're following me. I feel sorry for you. Like I said, I'm going to sit back and wait for him to take his seat. I'm not going to interact with this petty Antichrist anymore because she's no match for me. You're no match for me anymore, whore. You have shown that you're powerless when it comes to me. You're powerless when it comes to me. You need me to speak so that you can speak. I come today and reveal things out of the book of Revelation, saying that I'm the prophet that was sent to reveal the powerful things in Revelation. And you come right after me, literally right after I make my video. As soon as you finish watching it, you want to come and make a video talking about you came to release the scrolls of Revelation. You were sent to do it. You literally follow everything that I do like a sad puppy. You wait for me to speak, then you speak like the follower that you are, the copycat. Then you're going to have the nerve to say I'm copying you. You delusional whore. I've been saying the same thing I'm saying for over a year. When you was running around doing flips and dancing in circles, calling yourself Lucifer, saying Satan and Lucifer were two different people, and you are Lucifer, the morning star, admitting to being Lucifer, possessed with demons in your videos, all the things that you were doing when you were doing all those things, telling people F their Bible, saying F their Bible when they were telling you Bible scriptures. You ain't even want to read the Bible. You didn't even want to read the Bible a little while ago when I was saying that I was Michael. I was still Michael. When you were saying you didn't want to read the Bible, when you were saying that you were Lucifer, I was Michael.
All right. So this goes on and on.
Like jumbo hot dogs.
This is kind of funny at the end.
Being our God and being in control. You delusional whore, you have no idea what's going on. Have no idea what's going on in this spiritual world. And all you're doing is copying off of every single thing that I say and do. And talking about I'm copying you. You are so pathetic, you delusional fat whore. Go eat something, you fat whore. Looking like Yokozuna. He looked just like you fat whore with the 8 next to your neck down to here with the short. I'm telling you, grow your hair back immediately because you couldn't tell how fat you was before. You are disgusting, you fat whore with your fingers all fat. You got your hand up to your face with your fingers look like a pack of hot dogs, like a double pack, like jumbo hot dogs. You are so fat and ugly. Been trying so hard to lose weight. Remember that video when she was twirling around like, look, yo, I lost weight. You fat whore with your big shoulders and big back. You are so fat whore. You need to go worry about yourself. Go get on a weight plan. I think, do they don't got Jenny Craig no more? Oh, Jennifer Hudson. I think she got a weight. Somebody got a weight plan. I don't know. I'll figure it out and I'll try to leave it in the description box. I'm done entertaining myself with you, whore. I'm done. You got it. I'm waiting for your boss. I'm waiting for the big dog, Satan, your king, your husband. I'm waiting for him. Then I will come back at you. But I ain't even coming back at you no more. I'm gonna deal with your king, Satan. I'm done with you, you filthy whore. You have already shown that you're beneath me. You ain't even you can't even come and kiss the bottom of my feet, you filthy, worthless whore. Time is gonna tell, and you will be sorry, you dirty skeezer whore.
We'll be right back after these messages.
But all my life, I've always just looked for a certain kind of girl, and unfortunately,
never found them.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, it
Boy,
just
can I relate to that? I can definitely relate to that, man. I definitely can relate to that shit. Because I've been waiting for some women to come into my life too, and it ain't happened yet. Right. And like I said, I canceled all my shit with these Vietnamese chicks. I mean, you know, we can't get there. Well, you could fly to Canada, and you know they ain't gonna do it. They're talk. They're all talk and no action. So right. You know, the hell with that shit.
You know, I like to say something. I'm not prejudiced against anyone. I'm from Hawaii, and back there it's almost like New York in a sense because it's a melting pot. You have all kinds of the ethnicities and so on and so forth. And so I have in my life I have black friends, I have Samoan friends, Hawaiian friends, white friends, Jewish friends, you name it. But over the past couple of years, I've noticed something, and I don't, like I said, I don't have any hatred toward any particular, people. But one thing I took notice that there's a lot of conspiracies going on with certain. I know some people can disagree with this, but this is just how I feel. A lot of conspiracies going on with certain Zionist and Jewish groups. And they seem like they're getting away with a lot of evil in the world, and it seems like God does nothing.
Does nothing. Yeah, exactly. Where when the Frosts were stealing my inheritance, where the hell was the Christian God at? My mom's supposedly a dedicated Christian. Where the hell is the Christian God at when they were stealing her inheritance, stealing her lawn equipment? Lying to her, saying that I was ripping her off. saying, "Oh, we got to control your money, Alice," and lying to her face, man, literally.
Yeah, but
lying to her
Vaughn, there's
face.
a double-edged sword to that. Let's amuse the idea for a moment that the Bible God doesn't exist, and it's the pagan gods that exist. Where the fuck were they when all this ignorance was going on?
Hey, man, you choose not to believe in the gods. That's on you, baby.
Well, that's the point. If you're saying that if the God of the Bible exists, then where the hell was he when all this shit was going down?
Yeah, but see,
You
these
believe
guys are
pagan
supposed to-
gods are real. Well, where the hell were they when all the shit was going down?
Well, okay, first of all, my walk that I'm doing now is relatively new. That's number one. Number two is that they are correcting everything now. They are going after some of this shit and fixing it. Okay, I just don't want to talk about it, Brett, because I don't want to give the trolls any ammunition. But trust me when I say that things are going to be took care of. But now listen, my mother's supposedly a Christian. The people that went after her were supposedly Christians. Where was the Christian God in that? Why did the Christian God allow these people to literally steal money right out of my mother's damn house? Where was the Christian God in all that? She's supposedly a dedicated Christian. But the Christian God didn't step up and say, "Hey, man, that's grand theft. You can't be doing that shit." And it's and before anybody says, "Well, it ain't God's business," no, there is a passage in the Bible, New Testament Bible, Peter actually, where you got this man and woman, and they come in and they find money in the church offering, if you will. And they say, "Well, God's not going to miss 10% of this money. We'll take 10% of it." And here comes Peter, and God speaks to Peter and says, "Go confront these people, this man and this woman that stole money out of the coffers." And so Peter confronts them, and what does God do? They drop dead right there in front of Peter. Even shocked the shit out of Peter. Okay, so don't tell me that the Christian God shouldn't have acted when the Frost went in there and stole money out of my mother's house. The Christian God should have. The Christian God should have killed them people. And he didn't, did he? No, he didn't. All right, so I'm sorry. The Christian God is impotent. I'm sorry, but it is.
Vaughn, what is, do you have any knowledge of something that's called the Kalergi agenda?
That's a new one on me, and I'm the resident conspiracy theorist. Why don't you hum a few bars?
A few years ago, I was doing a lot of research on multiculturalism and quote unquote, which a lot of people don't believe, but there is a lot of evidence to this of what is deemed quote unquote white genocide. And Kalergi agenda is based on someone called, I forgot his full name, but it's a guy that lived I think he was around in the 1940s during World War II or something around that time. Anyway, what's going on in Europe and America and around mainly white Christianized countries is that, and they even admit to this is not me making up BS. This is actually their own words. I can post a video if you guys like, where they're admitting that they're using their money and resources and finance to flood European countries with all these immigrants for the sole purpose of genociding all these European people out of existence.
Yes, and I've been trying to warn people about that shit, and nobody wants to listen. But yeah, the extinction of the white race is something that these elite families are wanting to do. I mean, hey, what's the best way to prohibit somebody from taking you over? Oh, you kill the competition. In this case, literally. They are literally trying to genocide the white race. And it's by various means, vaccines, overpopulation, underpopulation, infiltration, immigration, just whatever, by all sorts of different means. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Everybody knocks the neo-Nazis, all them neo-Nazis, them skidheads, they're such evil guys. Well, maybe that's true, but you know what? They are right. The white race is in danger.
I just want you all to soak that in for a second. Now, anyone who's been around knows that I've played similar clips from the past. It couldn't have. It must not be the way it just sounds, right, folks? Because, I mean, he's Cherokee, right? So he can't be like... I want to put that back. I want to just context, folks. You know I wouldn't be playing it if it ain't worth it. Folks, please thumbs up the video.
Knocks the neo-Nazis, all them neo-Nazis, them skidheads, they're such evil guys. Well, maybe that's true, but you know what? They are right. The white race is in danger. It is very much in danger. Now, is it in danger by a bunch of Black Panthers or some shit? No. Is it in danger from a bunch of Jews? No. What it's in danger from is this 300 elite families that have taken it upon themselves to, hey, we got to eliminate the competition, and the best way to do that is to exterminate the white race. And that is who the real danger lies. It's not blacks, it's not Jews, it's not, whatever. No, it's these 300 elite families that have determined in their minds and in their hearts that they're going to exterminate the white race once and for all. Right. And that's the truth. And it's hard to get people to understand that, because when you try to bring this up, they want to bring up racism, or they want to bring up neo-Nazis, or they want to bring up this, that, and the other thing. But it's nothing to do with any of that. Right. And I've even told some neo-Nazis over on Gab and elsewhere, I said, listen, you're kind of right, but you're kind of wrong. Because it's not Jews, it's not blacks, it's not anybody. It's these 300 elite families.
Well, it's not an anti-racism lecture to point out that the guy is openly. He's saying is it ambiguous? He's chatting with Nazis and think they have the right idea. I mean, I don't have to lecture anybody on that usually. I mean, I think that's not very ambiguous.
That are literally trying to eliminate the white race for real.
Yeah, there's a video that I can't tell you how many times it was taken down from YouTube. It was called White Genocide Endgame.
Yeah.
And in that video, they talked about how there's a certain group of Zionists that is behind all of this. As an example, there's a video still on YouTube. It was a radio interview that was done by a Christian minister and a rabbi. This was made around the time Elizabeth Taylor was still alive, where she was like in her final years.
Right.
And anyway, if you listen to the interview, it will, at first glance, you listen to the way the rabbi talks and the way the Christian guy talks, and it almost sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's all made up, but it's not until you look at other sources that is not connected to that video, you realize that everything the rabbi said was true.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, when 500,000 Mongols peacefully crossed the Chinese border, China declared war. China declared war, man. Okay, why? Because that's not immigration, that's invasion. Okay, that's invasion. 500,000 people, it's a lot of fucking people. Okay, no, that's invasion. Okay, these millions of people at our southern border, that is not immigration. That's invasion. Okay, immigration is, because everybody asks me, it's okay, well, Vaughn, if those people on the border, it's not immigrant, what's immigration? Okay, I'm going to tell you what immigration is, folks. It's real easy. This is not hard to figure out. When you immigrate somewhere, what you do, you go to your embassy in your country, you say, I want to immigrate to America. They will put you in touch with the American embassy in your country. You go talk to them people. They will have forms for you to fill out. They will have tests for you to take. You will have shots that you will need to take, and you'll have to have a physical exam and all that, and you're going to be asked a battery of questions, and, your criminal record will be thoroughly checked out, That's how you immigrate to America. You don't come to our southern border and just try to force your way across. That's not immigration. That's invasion.
Right.
And when it was done to the Chinese, they slaughtered them. They killed them all, every damn one of them. Okay, because they understood that was invasion.
So just to be clear here, folks, I actually agree. I mean, I don't think anyone's supporting illegal immigration or like people, whatever, storming the fence or, that legal immigration. We all agree that's the way it should go down. But Von Helton is liking it to China, that they should eat. I think it's pretty clear that they should just slaughter them. I mean, turning them back and returning them to their country or whatever the case may be, I can see. But slaughtering the people at the border, like China, I think is a little extreme, folks, but it gets darker. Oh, it gets darker.
That's not immigration. Okay. So now why this push at the southern border? Because they want to replace the white race. Sorry, guys,
Right.
but they do. You know, and I'm
Yeah.
saying that as a mixed race myself. I'm saying that as a mixed race myself. They want to eliminate the white race. Why?
I
Because the white
absolutely-
race is competition for them. And they
Right.
don't want it no more. They don't want them around.
In that particular video,
Wait, if Von Helton is from another timeline, isn't he technically an illegal alien? Think about it.
I was talking about where the rabbi was talking to the Christian minister. He said, "It's over for you, white race. We're going to brown this country. We're bringing in all the blacks, the Hispanics, and they're going to get with your shikstas, as they call them, the women.
Right.
And they're going to get with your women, and they're going to have children by the dozens, and you're going to be out the door." Basically, that's what he said.
Yeah.
And there was also a part where he talked about, oh man, even saying these things is terrible. But he said that, well, because the Christian guy brought up about the missing children that goes missing in the country.
Right.
And the rabbi said, and this was a rabbi out of New York. I forgot his name, but I can post a video in the private chat. Anyway, he said, yeah, we kidnap the white kids, and he said that we take them to our synagogue, and underneath, we slaughter them like we would an animal. We drink the blood on Passover, and then he says we don't eat them. We're not cannibals, but what we do, we take the bodies and we grind them in the machines, and that's what you're having at your McDonald's.
Folks, you can't script this stuff, and Von Helton's going right along with it. This is the type of quality content that you can tune into on Brett Keene's channel, and he wonders why it always turns up that he's surrounded by shitbags. Huh.
Now this sounds absolutely ridiculous and BS and all that stuff. Yeah. It's not until there was an interview that was done by Oprah Winfrey with a Jewish family. This was years ago, and the video is still up on YouTube, where she interviewed this particular family, and the woman admitted that they do sacrifice kids. See?
Wow.
Yeah. Not to mention, you hear on occasion that when they went to certain McDonald's and stuff, they found human DNA in the meat. I don't know. All I know is that whenever I hear something like this said, I like to, I don't like to just take a person's word for it. So like when I watched the video, a lot of people say, oh, that's all BS and stuff. So what I did, I searched the internet, I scoured the internet, and sure enough, videos not even related to that rabbi interview, people were talking about it, such as, look, the Oprah Winfrey Show. So, what can I say?
Yeah, well, like I said, as you correctly point out, children go missing in this country by the millions every year. Not a trace, no clothing, no body parts, no DNA test, no nothing, no. There's absolutely no trace. They're gone without trace. Where in the fuck are all these kids going? Well, that's a good question. That's a very good question.
And the Christian pastor, he brought up a lot of questions to the rabbi, and some of the things was about the Federal Reserve, as well as many other things like the feminist movement, and he admitted that they started it.
Yeah.
And look, here's another thing. How many lives has been destroyed because of pornography? And who admits to creating pornography? Certain Jewish people. Yeah, they admit to that. They're not ashamed. There's videos on YouTube. So my whole thing is, I don't hate no one. Like I said, I have Jewish friends. I love them. I have black friends. I have Mexican, you name it. But the Bible says, whenever someone does evil, we are to expose them.
So wait a minute, let me get this straight. So you believe that the Jews, quote unquote, are part of this global conspiracy and are sacrificing children in the basements of their temples and grinding them up and serving them to people at McDonald's, excuse me. But you have friends? But you still actually have... What? Now look, I have Jewish friends. I just believe that they grind up kids and eat them in their fucking matzah fucking balls. Like, this is common. This isn't like new stuff. This is commonly perpetuated shit. I've heard the fucking Zion shit. And actually, I was watching, there was like a soap opera from the Middle East. And in it, they had the evil Jew characters. They were the sinister understory. They're like the spies, the coverts. And I remember they made cookies out of kids and all this shit. It's like, yeah, and Vaughn's just, not that Vaughn would ever actually have a spine and just say, this sounds kind of whack. He's just like, well, millions of kids are stole every year. Go missing. Trying to kill off the whiteys. Mr. Von Helton, no, I don't think it's the Jews. Just everybody on his list have names like Rothschild and fucking, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes I try to do that on my Facebook, but it just seems like nobody cares. Nobody listens.
Mm-hmm. Well, they want to turn a blind eye.
Facebook is private, though. You're doing a private profile thing there, man. You gotta, if you want people to see what you're saying, you gotta do things out in public.
Yeah, and I was thinking too. I noticed that Facebook, I don't know if is it their algorithm, Brett, where they can actually they can hide your posts from other people.
Yeah, all these liberal websites are capable of shadow banning.
Yeah, well, probably the shit that's coming out of your mouth, it's probably best to keep it private, man. I could understand a social media site not wanting to promote this stuff.
Blaming the groups, But of course, we all know who controls the media.
Oh, here we go.
It's not the blacks. It's not the Japanese or Puerto Ricans. It's I hate to say it. It's Jewish people.
He doesn't hate to say it.
I have nothing against Jewish people. Jesus himself was Jewish. Right. His disciples were Jewish. Right. And the Bible says that if I believe in him, guess what? I'm grafted into Israel. I'm Jewish too. I'm an Israelite as well. But whenever I see any particular Jew or black or Greek or Puerto Rican or white do criminal acts and crime and murdering innocent people, I like to expose them.
Right.
Because it's wrong.
Absolutely, it's wrong. You bet it's wrong. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, it's wrong. And you know what's funny? That's exactly what led me to YouTube to begin with. I had no intentions of coming to YouTube. But someone had told me, said, Bon, little kids are being exploited on YouTube, and some of them are even getting they're being coaxed into committing suicide. And I remember, this was years and years and years ago, but I remember arguing with these people. I said, nobody's that fucking sick. And they're like, yeah, this shit's really going on, Bon. It's happening right on YouTube. And so I came to YouTube, and I was lurking on YouTube for a whole year before I even created my initial Von Helton account. I was lurking.
Guys, I'm going to be shutting this down on Friday, 7 p.m. I will open up another one.
Right.
You guys want to plug wherever you're at?
Yes, I am on BitChute. I am on Parler. I am on MeWe. I am on Twitch.
But I deactivated my account, though.
I'm pretty much everywhere you want to be, except Twitter, of course. Adam Schiff got my Twitter account locked on Helton News Network. Thanks, Adam Schiff.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, folks, we got a tobacco situation, the finest quality in all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Sprinkle that tobacco, click it up, and then you've got yourself a Red Rollies.
It's a red roller right there. It's a perfect cigarette.
Let's check out some individual reviews. Don't forget to drink plenty of water.
Get behind me, Satan.
Red Rollies.
No! All right. Now this goes out to my brother. All right, Vaughn. All right. Now, you don't have to be...
So this is where we jumped ahead to earlier to cover it, because if you're just new, if you're just coming in, I mean, we did cover Von Helton's response that he posted tonight to the allegations that he was very interested in who that graceful young lady built like a teenage boy was gliding up the stairs. Very, to be fair, he's very mouseish. Very mouseish. But it's quick, fuck it, and it makes Von Helton look like a fucking perv. So let's relive it again, folks. Thank you for joining. Please thumbs up.
Be embarrassed or whatever, okay? But I really want you to tell the folks that are out there that when you were on Brett's show and you said that it looked like I was living with another woman that looked pretty nice, okay, that was my son, William. Now, you need to admit to the folks that you were like popping CBD gummies or if you got medical cannabis or something, or you were too high or drunk. Were you drinking, Vaughn? Because look, no one can look at that boy and say that that looks like a woman, man. I'm sorry. So now you're sobered up, Vaughn. Admit to the public that you were trashed that night and you saw something wrong, okay? Holy shit, Vaughn.
In store.
I don't know about you, Vaughn, but Jason really looks like he's doing good. He's got a pretty nice looking place over there as well. I don't know what people are all bitching about.
Yeah, I saw a white female go up the stairs, look pretty damn good, and it sure as hell wasn't his wife. So, I wonder who that was. And then I saw a black cat come down the stairs. So I don't know. Was she a witch? Did she turn into a black cat and come down the stairs?
That's probably what happened.
That might have been. Hey, you never fucking
You know how
know.
them Christians are turning into wicked
they're
furry
turning into
cats.
Right.
You're not naked over there, are you?
No, no.
All right.
No.
I wasn't able to see the rest of you. I was like, uh-oh, Shanny's going to get exciting up in here.
No. Vaughn, by the way, that other woman you were talking about and kind of gloating about the other day was actually my son. So,
a son?
What? You were flirting with
Yeah.
Shanny's son?
No, I wasn't flirting.
no, he was glowing and saying that Rev looks like he had another woman, and it was
that's
my.
not what wait, hold, stop. That's not what I said at all. What I said was, I thought I saw a woman go upstairs, and I saw a black cat come downstairs, and I thought that she might have been a witch. Is exactly my words. Is that not correct, Brett? Is that
He's
not
a
what I said?
pagan. He thinks that women turn into cats.
Yeah,
You gotta-
certainly. Why not? Hey, familiars, man. You know.
Women turn into cats.
Yeah, familiars. Look it up.
So apparently there's this clip going around of Vaughn finding my 14-year-old attractive. And I just want to put it out there to the public that I condone any making fun of him or bashing him or correcting him at all for this, because he's literally finding teenagers attractive. Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages. I'm saving them up for a rainy day. Perhaps you've already told me where it is. Perhaps punishment is in me.
Ooh. So this is Von Helton's earlier Facebook offering. I don't know if there's really much in it. I didn't get to watch much. He does mention that court today got postponed, and we'll check it out together, see if it's worth it. If not, I got some backup. But folks, what a night it's been. What a night it has been. If you're just joining, yes, earlier we did a reaction to Von's reaction to the allegations that Shanny has put out there. Folks, what more can a man do?
Alrighty, the little red sign says we are live, we are live, we are live, and it is so. And I already checked my audio settings, but I'm going to check them one more time because Windows loves to pot down my microphone. So we're going to check them one more time just to be sure. Raise your hands if you're sure. I went down to 94. There we go, back up to 100. Bingo, bingo, bingo. All right, we are live. And it is indeed the home of the Whopper because that's exactly what I am doing. Free Whoppers. I have not yet used my free Whopper coupon because it's still in my hands, but I intend to use them. I'm saving them up for a rainy day. And but yes, it is the home of the Whopper, as we will see here in about 2 seconds, because I'm going to show it to you. There it is. There it is. And it looks delicious. And it is indeed. All right. I'm looking at a post here on Facebook. It says, 10 years from now, you'll put on a jacket and find a mask in the pocket. Oh man, what a weird year that was, you'll chuckle to yourself. Then you'll pick up your machete and continue across the wasteland, keeping to its shadows to avoid the roving gangs of cannibal raiders. An apocalyptic scenario that might just happen. You never know. It just might happen. Anywho, we are back again. And one of the things that I talked about on Brett's Hangout, I actually did not anticipate doing a live today, but here I am, surprise. I actually anticipated being busy all day today, but hey, I got out early, so here I am. But I wanted to, well, first of all, I want to tell everybody that Parler's back. For those of you that do not know, Parler is back. And so if you were wondering, now you know, and as they say, knowing is half the battle. And I'm looking at my Parler page. Now, we don't have the dark version back yet for some crazy fucked up reason, or we never had it. I always thought we had a dark version of Parler, but maybe we didn't. Anyway, the point is, most of my posts on Parler, unfortunately, were from YouTube, and I no longer have a YouTube. So I had to delete all my posts, but that's okay. I will be reposting elsewhere. So, yeah. But anyway, I will be putting stuff back on Parler. So now you know. I have also included it in the links section of my big-ass list of links that I have now accumulated. And I will try to get it to the link website thingy and add it to that later on, maybe. Anyways, but yeah, so Parler is back. It is up. It is running. And so we're going to try and see if we can't... it says I have 180 followers, and I'm following 204. So about even. That's about even. So we're doing pretty good. So anyway, but yeah, for those of you who don't know, Parler is back. It is back and up and running. And so, yeah, so there we are on that. What I wanted to show you is I wanted to show you YouTube when you don't have a YouTube account. I wanted to show it to you because it's important to show it to you. Now, admittedly, there are a few things because I have clicked on them, and so they're coming up now. But I wanted to show this to you because I wanted you to see what YouTube looks like when you don't have a YouTube account. It's pretty interesting. All right, so here we are. And look at this, Warner Brothers right off the bat. Now, Flight Test, that's up because I click on Flight Test. Jeff Dunham, he's a comedian, don't know who he is. Some sort of Real Men, Real Style, I guess it's a historical thing. Smokey Saint is there because I've accidentally clicked on one of his videos like a dumbass. F-22 tearing up, these are remote control shit. I'm getting back into remote control aircraft, so obviously, but yeah, you notice the one thing you don't see, okay, and we're gonna slowly scroll through this so that there's no mistake, but look at this. Okay, it's all popular shit. ABC News, Good Morning America, Michigan Medicine, it's a CNET, KTLA 5, which is I guess that's a CBS affiliate or an NBC affiliate. Most of these that are up here are corporate shit. Okay, other than the RC stuff and a few comedies, most of this shit is corporate shit. And I wanted to show this to you. I wanted you to see, because I said that on Brett's live hangout, and I don't think people thought I was telling the truth. So I want to show it to you. I want to actually show it to you so that you see that, yeah, man, it's not, But the one thing I really wanted you to notice, the one thing that really matters, okay, there is no hate channels. Not one. Now, Smokey Saint doesn't like me, but technically he's not a hate channel because he's got other irons in the fire besides me. So, but yeah, notice none of the more popular hate channels are showing up at all. They're not showing up at all. It's almost as if YouTube is trying to hide these channels for fear of getting retribution. Gee, I wonder why that would be. Anyways, but yeah, look, I can keep scrolling. No hate channels, nowhere. Not one Von Helden hate channel. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Like I said, it's almost as if YouTube is hiding these channels for fear of retribution. Because I can tell you, if the right people find these channels and see that they clearly violate YouTube's rules of engagement, as it were, otherwise known as terms of service, yeah, there would be a big problem, wouldn't there? Absolutely. And of course, Trump's pending lawsuit doesn't help matters. And the possibility that I could be joining that lawsuit also is a big factor, I'm sure. But I just wanted to show this because I want people to know that when I tell you a thing, I mean what I say, and I'm not even exaggerating. But yeah, there's no Von Helden hate channels. They're just not there, guys. What a shock. But yeah, I just keep scrolling. No Von Helden hate channels nowhere. These channels that think, oh, we're so relevant, we're so important, we're so critical to the future of YouTube. Yeah, you ain't shit. Nowhere. You're nowhere on that page. Nowhere. I could have kept on scrolling. You're nowhere on the page. Nowhere. So if you subscribe to these Von Helden hate channels thinking that they are somehow relevant, yeah, you wasted your fucking time. You literally wasted your time.
Did you guys all notice that his burger is cut in half? Is that due to the gummage? Is that easier for him to gum that way? Do you request that? Is that a Kentucky thing? Is that a thing in the U.S.? Are we just behind up here? Because I'm usually just get the burger as a burger. We don't have it all fancy cut in half. Like fucking pheasants under glass over here.
And had I known this information years ago, just how relevant, or rather unrelevant, if that's a word, that these channels are, it would have changed my whole outlook, wouldn't it? Yeah. It would have changed my entire outlook on the whole damn thing. I'd be like, these guys aren't even making a damn front page. Fuck them. Yeah. So, but I wanted to show you. Okay, that way nobody can say, "Oh yeah, he's full of shit." No, I'm not full of shit. I just showed you YouTube's front page when you don't have a YouTube channel. That's what you see. You see all kinds of corporate shit. Very few personal videos at all. It's almost all corporate. Vice, CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, Learning Channel, National Geographic. It's all corporate shit. Okay. Very, very little private videos are making it to the front page at all. So I wanted you to see it. That way nobody can come along and say, well, Vaughn didn't say that, or that's not true, or whatever. Okay, because it is. It is true. All right. Enough said about that shit, because I'm not going to give YouTube any more attention than it deserves. That's for damn sure. All right. Anyways, let's see. Let's get over here to my email, because my email almost always is chock full of shit to talk about. So we're going to get right on that. Where the hell is it? Maybe not.
Let's skip ahead.
For even after the January 6th attack.
Oh, here we go. Who cares?
We should get a lot of fun out. Sounds so sweet and innocent, but I guarantee you it's corrupt as fuck. How much you want to bet? Anybody want to take that bet? Wow. Schumer praised the Sunrise Movement, a liberal 501c4 and 501c3 political organization.
Hey, John, what's up?
Hey, John, what's going on, man?
I'm just relaxing.
So after a good night talking about, basically that the Jews are running the synagogue of Satan, butchering children in basements, he's now hanging out with his two best Jew buddies. Well, I'm sorry, one Jew and,
Hey, cool. Yeah, man, dude, $3.5 trillion, man, trillion with a T. And the nice thing about it, though, is that they can't blame it on the Republicans and they can't blame it on Trump, because Trump ain't around. And
It's designed to keep the banks alive, to keep them liquid, to keep them functioning.
That would just be the ultimate. That would be the ultimate exposure right then and there.
Motherfucker's mouth. No one in hell is going to compel me, or you're not immune to it just because it goes through that vector of lymph nodes. It goes through the bloodstream.
I just found it fascinating. That's all. I just found it fascinating.
But you have no protection from this. If you think that it's just the lymphatic system that gets attacked, it's your whole entire body. It's devastating. It takes an instant effect on your mind, and it causes you this disease, and you kill us all.
The water to start boiling. It takes so long that the frog never realizes they're in hot water.
It just, the Sam guy just never shuts up, and there's so much misinformation. I don't want to be responsible for it.
No pun intended. And so by the time the frog realizes that he's being boiled alive, it's too late. He's pretty much
no. But now the boiling frog in the pot is an apt allegory.
Yeah.
But the only difference is now that they've pulled out a shotgun, and they have a shotgun to the frog's head in the pot, and that's the vaccine. Those are the vaccines, and they're firing they're firing the shotgun at the frog. Right. And the fucking frog is beginning to wake up.
Yeah.
You have a shotgun to your head. You're being blown. Your head is being blown wide open with a shotgun.
Yeah.
You're no longer being boiled.
Right.
All right. No, you better fucking wake up, you stupid frog.
Yeah. Yeah, because I tell you, time is running out. I know people have said that in the past. But it really is running out. It really is running out. It's not a game anymore, man.
Well,
when they've got a website out there called The Great Reset that you can actually go to, you can actually log into that website. You see reset in big white letters on a plain black background, and then you scroll down a ways and you see where they're literally wanting global communism, and they're not even hiding this shit. But yet people still are not grasping this? Really? They're still not grasping this.
And what about in California? There's a popular radio talk show host, that has verification that the actual death toll from the vaccinations is up around 50,000, and that's
50,000.
All right.
That's right, folks.
Yeah.
Think about that. Let that sink in for a minute, people. One of them damn satellites was named Lucifer. Think about that, people. Let that sink in for a minute. Anyway, continue.
We had a guy in the CFR based out of England that's connected to the Royals. Island, and his connections to Mossad, MI6, and CIA.
Yeah. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I've heard.
It's true. What's his name? Ehud Barak.
Ehud Barak.
And you had a bunch of scientists and a bunch of politicians. The list
as well. But yeah, these globalists do need to be exposed. No matter what camp they're in, they need to be exposed, and they need to be dealt with ultimately, and get everybody on the same page and on the right track of trying to restore patriotism throughout the world, man. And that's going to be the big kicker, is trying to get it restored, and that's not going to be easy. I don't reckon.
They have already condemned millions of people to an early death. It's mass murder. It's mass murder.
Yes. And we got Bill Gates on a live mic admitting that that's exactly what he intended to do. How would he word it? He said, with careful planning and vaccines, we can control the population down to a manageable level. Well, what manageable level, Vaughn? Oh, go to the Georgia Guidestones, and it says keep the population below 500 million. Okay, so what does that mean, folks? That means 6.7 billion people on this planet gotta die. That's what it means. And that's exactly what it fucking means.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter what your skin color is. It doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican, Labor, whatever political party you're from. It matters not. What matters is we're going to decrease the surplus population. And then we got this video of this guy on a hot mic admitting, folks, that they're going to use these vaccines to slaughter 10% to 25% of the African race in Africa. Literally kill them, people. Literally kill them. Not a joke, not a game. I saw the video myself. A woman in Walmart comes up to me and says, Mr. Von Helton, have you seen this? And she shows me the video of this man on a hot mic on video saying, yeah, we're going to decrease the population of the black race.
So wait, what? He was out shopping, and some random woman comes up to him, Mr. Von Helton, will you watch this video? And he was like, yes, I will. Wow.
Race in Africa by 10 to 25% by using the vaccines, folks.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Insane.
Yeah.
It's insanity. And one could maybe argue it's genocide.
It is.
One could argue it might even be considered genocide.
It's not considered. It is. It's a genocide, and it's a genocide by the hands of the government.
But yeah, I had two women approach me in Walmart.
It's called genocide.
And say, Vaughn, have you seen this video? And I'm like, what video? And they show me, they got their mobile device, and they show me the video, and this man is talking to another man, and he's got an open mic there, and he's just flat out saying, yeah, we're going to kill the Africans in Africa.
They always do it publicly in the tech conferences in front of a live audience.
And the video floored me, man. I was not, the fact that they were so blatant about it.
Yeah.
Now it's
backfiring on them, because you have your Kentucky Senator Rand Paul grilling Fauci, and Fauci outed himself. You saw his hand shaking.
Yeah.
You saw his voice cracking, and you saw him getting nervous, because he knows it's over for him. They've got his number, and there are people that have a conscience still.
Nervous like Vaughn around a 14-year-old. Let's move it ahead here, folks.
really aggravating. It's really
I
frustrating.
shaved my
Oh, now John's in the conversation. Oy vey.
head. You see that? I shaved my head.
I can't hardly tell. It's too damn dark.
Yeah, nice. You're nice. You look like a mensch.
After you take his mask off.
Kind of, sort of, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, man.
Oh, I downloaded that game on PlayStation VR.
Who cares?
Of the
I can.
Some technical difficulties there.
Good.
It's like Vaughn was having
Too
some
bad you got-
issues.
There goes.
Oh, the stream is being interrupted when they were recording it. Guess that's when they shut it down, folks. That's, I guess, the insight we got from that. I don't want to listen to Sam anymore, and J-Dubs is very uninteresting. I think tonight, you know what? I do have a little extra, and I got a little fat that I've trimmed off the meat. But I think I'm going to save that. We'll do something next week. We'll do, because it's old stuff. It's funny. It's stuff that I haven't went through. It's nutty. But we'll do that now. Just so you know, next Thursday, I cannot do the Weirdo Wonderland. I have some commitments that I have to attend to. So we'll either move Weirdo Wonderland like we usually do to a Wednesday night, or we'll just do something different, a couple open streams or something like that. And we'll just have some fun with it that way. So just so you know, next Thursday night, I will not be able to live stream, but we'll do something next week for sure. And, 2.5 hours, let's cut it there. We've had some high points tonight. And I want to thank everyone for joining me, watching these videos, and taking this bumpy ride through the Weirdo Wonderland. And I think I'm going to grab a bite to eat, but I might go bumping around over at Discord, so if anybody wants to chitty chat, bullshit, gossip, hatch some schemes, contact the Vietnamese embassy and see what the hell's going on. I don't know. Anyways, folks, thank you for joining me. And until next time, have a good day and a better tomorrow.